And can you even imagine coming to court, right? A system, a place that's supposed to help us when we need help, right? So let's say that your employer illegally fire you, or for instance, this is what's happened to my case. My employer, under the COVID law act and under this difficult situation, was actually getting support from the government to deal with the pandemic. Yes, I mean, this is a really difficult situation. Imagine you come to a labor court with rights, obviously, because it's obvious that my ex-employer is trying to deceive me in the court and the system, pretty much. And my ex-employer is receiving support from the government, and to get the support from the government, my employer should never fire any employee during the COVID pandemic. And also, the labor law is very clear that that must be a reason why I was fired, right? So imagine all of that. And also there was no termination of contract, which is called the Konigan, and there is no termination of contract. The labor law actually protect me against being fired during the pandemic and all of that. And there are more issues as well that I'm going to cover in the future. Imagine coming to a court for more than 6 months and not getting any support under a pandemic, right? So we are dealing with a COVID-19 pandemic, which is a very difficult situation for everyone. The least that we people expect is this court that I'm just seeing right now, the staff, the judges, the people, to protect us people and to help us to fight against injustices. But I've been already to a lot of courts here trying to get support. All of my applications were denied, and also I've been here before many times. As I said earlier, more than 10 times. There's also no help, and they are not really willing to help, really. And so you see, the whole system is designed to protect the perpetrator, to protect the company that's deceiving the system, and to protect the company that's breaking the law, to protect a company and people who are on the wrong side of history. And someone like me trying to fight for my rights, try to make ends meeting and trying to survive under the pandemic, pay my rent and buy the food and have a place to live and be safe, protected, come here asking for help, and there is no support. This is not justice. This is not a fair system, isn't it? So I hope that today they prove me wrong, because they are the only place that can guarantee labor protection for the population. And if the court is breaking actually the labor laws, regulations that has been given and written to protect the population, then there is a massive problem in Germany. Yes, right now where I live in Berlin, this is the Republic of Germany. A case like mine should never be happening in this country, but it is happening. So when I tell this to people on the streets, that my employer is deceiving the system, is breaking the law, is getting help from the government, and is not paying me, or I worked extra hours and my employer did not pay me for the extra hours, and so many of the problems that happen, when I tell people, German people, they don't believe me, right? Because they say, oh, this is Germany. This is exactly how they say, this is Germany. But yes, this is Germany, and there are problems in Germany as well. Problems with the court, problems in the police, problems with the job center, and problems with a lot of other different sectors. And having said that, all of those problems are connected with discrimination, racism, xenophobic attack. Yes, so having to deal with so many injustices, it's hard, especially when a place where it's supposed to protect our rights and give us support and assistance in difficult times, it is so unfair and unjust. I believe that soon or later there will be justice, because I'm going to keep pushing through it.